Hello everybody, just want to do my last update on my no PC challenge. So I went without my computer for 3 days. Actually, got my computer back a day early. To be honest, I kind of needed it back. I mean, having the phone and the tablet, it is nice, but I really need it's not ready yet. You need the PC. It's just we're not quite at that point yet. So I got my computer back. It's running well. My buddy took good care of it for me. So there you go. So some problems I found, things that need to be done before the phone and the tablet, or both, or one or the other, can replace the personal computer completely. Okay. First off, speech to text someone needs to invest a substantial amount of money and get that guy working and working well, because it's not ready yet. It's close, but it's so far at the same time because it'll miss 1 out of every 10 or 15. I measured 1 out of every 18 words it got wrong. So, and that can be a big thing if you're writing a 1,000-word paper with speech to text, because I type on my computer at about 125 words per minute. I type on my phone close to 40, so it's not quite quick enough. So I need the speech to text really to work, or I need to get much, much better at typing on my phone screen. But so that's one major thing. Another major thing is Flash support. I mean, my phone will do Flash support, but if I update to Jelly Bean, no more Flash support. They killed Flash way too early for mobile. I know HTML5 is new and upcoming, and I'm learning to program HTML5. I just bought the HTML5 and CSS for Dummies book, so I can start working on my next website with HTML5. But there's not enough people using HTML5 yet. I mean, it's going to be another 3 to 5 years before HTML5 is as or more prevalent than Flash. So that's something that Google needs to rethink themselves on. Another thing that needs to be reworked is multitasking power on my tablet. See, on my computer, I like how on Windows 7 you can drag to each side 2 windows and split screen it. I'll show you real quick. Let me bring up 2 windows real quick on my laptop, and I'll show you what I mean. That right there is priceless. Having screen 1 and screen 2. That is necessary. See, on my phone, Samsung can kind of do that. You can watch a video in the background and something like that, but there's no true in portrait mode or landscape mode like this. There's no real, it's not there yet. You need to be able to do that. Even on a phone screen where it would be small, it'd still be helpful. And it would still be useful. So that's something they really need to work on. Another thing that needs to be worked on is expandable memory. See, my GS3 uses expandable memory, but it's becoming more and more prevalent to not include expandable memory. One of the best phones on the market that just came on, the Nexus 4, the only thing that stopped me from buying it was the fact that you can't have expandable memory. I mean, what is that? 16 gigs is the best you can do? I mean, yeah, I know cloud storage is real nice, but when I have my camera doesn't save to the cloud. Well, it does, but it saves to my SD card first. And I mean, I have apps, and those get installed on the phone, so that's going to take up the 16 gigs right there. So, expandable memory is something that they really need to work on. Another thing they really need to work on is the ability to explore media content more smoothly. See, I'm running a Snapdragon S4 dual-core processor in my S3. It's really good, but it's not quite where my Intel i7 Sandy bridges are, and I'll be upgrading to a new Ivy Bridge computer relatively soon. So I mean, the processing power is an issue, RAM is an issue. If you want to encode, I do a lot of video encoding, I do a lot of things like that, so that's something where you really need a high-end processor. So I mean, we have to get to the point where the phones are flash supported. First off, you need that. Second off, speech to text needs to be massively improved. The processor, I'm thinking you need quad-core processor running somewhere in the 2.2 gigahertz range. I'd like to see a hyper-threading like Intel has, but it may not be strictly necessary. But one thing that is strictly necessary is RAM. See, I have 2 gigs running 1333 megahertz in my phone right now. That's not bad, but I'd like to see it go up to 4 to 6 gigs running at 1600 megahertz. That's something I'd really like to see. I think that would make a huge difference. Graphics processors in the phone, those need to be massively improved. I mean, they're not bad, but we need to get to the point where we're running equivalents to, like, what's a realistic mold? I don't know, like a NVIDIA GTX 650 mobile graphics processor, something along those lines. You really need a higher end GPU in order to do a lot of good video encoding and to do it quickly. So that's something that they need to put in. They need to really up the ante with their GPUs. Let me think. What was another big issue I had? Skype. Skype on my phone sucks. Same on my tablet. I don't know if it's the version of Android I'm running. If you're running Jelly Bean or better, or not better, 4.1 or 4.2, that's what I meant, because there's 2 Jelly Beans now. So if you're running that and Skype works great for you, good for you. Please let me know in the comment section, because I'm running Android Ice Cream Sandwich 4.0.4 on my cell phone. Skype is terrible, and it's even worse on my Android 3.1 Honeycomb tablet. Skype needs to be massively improved. I use Skype for video conferencing. I do a lot of business over Skype because it's a way to interact with somebody face to face without actually being with that person face to face. It's something that you really need for business purposes, personal preference. Some people really enjoy talking over Skype. See, Skype works on the phone. Don't get me wrong, it works. It doesn't work at all on the tablet, I'll be honest with you. Skype is terrible on Honeycomb. But it works on the phone. It does. The video quality is terrible. Audio is choppy. Even on Wi-Fi, my Wi-Fi, I'm running Cox with the power boost. So when I run speed tests on the Wi-Fi, I'm getting somewhere about 18 megabytes per second download and like 15 upload, which is